We both know that in the world of love, nothing is absolute, and changes in emotions are common. There are times when a woman may leave you, ghost you, even say a firm goodbye. But then, as time passes, they suddenly reappear, wanting to rekindle the relationship. This leaves many men feeling confused and bewildered. Actually, behind that turning back often lie very complex psychological reasons. Maybe initially she was caught up in new emotions, other attractive challenges, but then realized that those things could not replace the stability, familiarity, and true values that you brought. It is also possible that the time apart has helped her realize your value of what has been lost. Or simply, she is feeling lonely, empty, and wanting to find a spiritual support. However, you and I need to be alert. Her coming back doesn't mean love has been revived. Before deciding to give her a chance, try to look back at the relationship between the two of you. Have the old problems been resolved? Are you both really mature and ready for a new beginning? Don't let temporary emotions lead the way. Listen to reason, observe her actions carefully, and ask frank questions to understand her true motives. Remember, you deserve a sincere love, a woman who cherishes you and never wants to leave you, even in thought. And if you want to understand more about women's psychology, want to grasp the secrets to building a solid relationship, don't hesitate to subscribe to my channel today. I will accompany you on the path to conquer true happiness. Number 1. Building achievements for yourself. One of the most common reasons women come back is when they see you succeeding. After a breakup, if you have developed yourself, achieved new milestones in your career, traveled the world, or improved your health and fitness, she may feel regret for missing out on you. Success and personal growth not only make you more confident, but also make you more attractive in her eyes. Many women are attracted to men with positive energy, who know how to build a career and live their own lives passionately. Stoic philosophy also offers very relevant perspectives in this situation. Stoic philosophy teaches us that happiness and success should not depend on external circumstances, but should come from within. When you focus on self-development instead of worrying about whether she will come back or not, you are practicing the very principles of Stoicism. You focus on controlling what you can control, which is yourself and your self-development. Her coming back is just a consequence of your self-improvement process and should not be your main goal. As you progress and achieve success, you are sending a message that you are a man of value who is constantly improving and moving forward. Social psychology suggests that successful and independent people often provide a sense of security and trustworthiness, and therefore become more attractive to others. When a woman sees you constantly improving your life, she may begin to feel that you are someone worth holding on to and worth returning to. For example, imagine you are a man who has just broken up from a long-term relationship. Initially, you may feel sad and depressed, but then you start to focus on taking care of yourself. You spend time exercising, taking new courses to improve your skills, and even traveling to broaden your horizons. After a few months, you are no longer the melancholy man dependent on the old relationship. Instead, you become a more confident, happier version of yourself. When she sees you living well, living your best life and creating your own happiness, she may feel regret for letting you go. However, it's important not to let your success become a means to attract your ex back. Your success should be for yourself, for the desire to become a better version of yourself, not to prove anything to anyone. When you truly live up to your values, attraction will naturally arise. What you are doing is building a meaningful and valuable life, and the right person will automatically be attracted to that positive energy. Remember, success and personal growth not only help you attract others, but more importantly, help you build a quality life full of joy and happiness. Encourage yourself to invest in your own development, not just to attract others, but also to become someone you are proud of. A quality relationship is built on a foundation of maturity, respect, and self-love. And when you are the best version of yourself, the right people will find you. Number 2, Be a kind-hearted man. In life, it's not always easy to recognize the value of the familiar things around us. When breaking up, a woman may believe that she will find someone better than you, someone who makes her feel more elated, more excited. However, the truth is that not everyone can replace the stability and sincerity that you brought. Ancient Greek philosophy, especially Stoic philosophy, teaches us about the value of stability and appreciating what we have. Marcus Aurelius, a famous Stoic, once reminded us that we should focus on the value of what we have instead of searching for illusions outside. When a woman leaves you, she may feel free, excited about new opportunities. But then after going through other relationships, she may realize that no one is truly better than you. That feeling is like when we own a quality item, but are attracted by the flashy appearance of other things. And finally, after trial and error, we realize that the true value lies in quality and reliability. The social comparison effect is one of the reasons why women easily fall into a state of dissatisfaction with their partners. With the development of social networks, seeing images of other people seemingly perfect relationships can make a person feel insecure and want to seek something new. However, when faced with reality, new experiences may not meet expectations, and she realizes that your qualities, sincerity, care, and stability, are what really matter in a long-term relationship. For example, there are many couples who break up because they feel that they have missed something better out there. But after a while of experience, they realize that those seemingly good things are just illusions. One man shared that he felt heartbroken when his girlfriend decided to leave him to seek freedom and experience new relationships. But after a few months, she came back, admitting that no one treated her better and understood her as deeply as he did. Understanding, caring, and sincere affection are not easy to come by, and often only when we lose them do we realize their true value. Stoic philosophy also emphasizes that happiness lies not in chasing new things, but in appreciating and maintaining valuable things. A strong relationship cannot be built on constant searching, but needs stability, perseverance, and mutual trust. When a woman comes back to you because she realizes no one is better, it also reflects her maturity in seeing the true value of a relationship. In conclusion, her coming back because she realizes no one is better is a sign that she has realized your value. However, that doesn't mean you should rush to open your arms to welcome her. Consider carefully, has she really changed and is ready to build a more sustainable relationship? You deserve to have a relationship where both of you value each other and constantly strive for each other. Always remember that a quality relationship is not only based on temporary emotions, but also on commitment, trust, and sincerity from both sides. Build relationships that you can be proud of, and never lower your standards just because of temporary loneliness. Number 3, give her time to think about her decision. In life, people often think and question the decisions they have made, especially big decisions like breaking up a relationship. Women are no exception, and rethinking their decision after a while of breaking up is very natural. This can be better understood when we look at it from the perspective of philosophy, especially from Stoicism and psychology. Stoic philosophy teaches us about calmness and consideration in making decisions. The Stoics always emphasize the importance of controlling emotions, not letting them lead us. However, in reality, we are all human and cannot avoid impulsive actions under the influence of emotions. After the anger or hurt subsides, we can look back at our decision thoroughly and realize that we may have made the wrong decision. Women, when breaking up, can be strongly affected by temporary emotions, and when these emotions subside, they tend to rethink their choices, especially when remembering the beautiful moments they had together. There is an interesting perspective on human uncertainty. One theory in psychology is the paradox of choice, which indicates that when there are too many choices, people often feel confused and have difficulty making a definite decision. Women, especially those with many choices in relationships, often feel anxious about whether they are making the right decision. After a period of separation, She may begin to feel doubtful about the breakup decision and rethink, wanting to try again in the hope that she will find more clarity about her feelings. A real-life example can better illustrate this argument. Imagine a couple who have been in love for many years, and in a moment of intense argument, the woman decides to break up because she feels hurt. Then, during the time apart, she begins to recall the beautiful memories between them, the weekends they spent walking around the city together, the times she was sick and he was there to take care of her, the understanding and sharing that both have built together. These things make her realize that the decision to break up may have been too hasty, and that true love is not always perfect, but it is worth trying. In the process of rethinking her decision, a woman also often asks herself, "Do I really want to lose that person forever? Are the previous problems really so big that they cannot be overcome?" These questions make her want to come back to test her feelings and look for a chance to start over. Number 4, you have your own attraction. There is a common and quite complex reason why women come back. It's when they see you with someone new. The Stoics believed that true happiness comes not from possession, but from the ability to regulate one's emotions in the face of external influences. However, the human psyche is not always strong enough to master emotions in such an absolute way. Seeing the man they once loved next to another woman often evokes feelings of jealousy and regret, which are very human emotions. From the perspective of psychology, it provides us with a deep insight into this phenomenon through the concept of social competition. Humans, like other animals, tend to compete for priority in a romantic relationship. When a woman sees you with someone else, she may feel that you suddenly become more attractive because you have been chosen by someone else. This is a form of social effect, the scarcity effect. When something becomes difficult to obtain, it automatically increases in value in the eyes of others. To illustrate this more clearly, imagine a real-life situation. You and she broke up a few months ago. You start dating someone new, and this appears on your social media. She sees those photos and feels an urge to get back in touch with you. This feeling is not just jealousy, but also a reminder of what she once had and may have lost. This social effect can make her wonder, am I missing out on something special? The appearance of the new person makes her perceive your value differently and sometimes makes her want you back as a way to protect her self-esteem and confidence. In Stoic lessons, there is a valuable lesson that we should not let things beyond our control determine our emotions. Her wanting to get back to you after seeing you with someone else is a prime example of letting emotions be led by external factors, instead of looking at the true value of the relationship and personal growth. In conclusion, it is important that you have clarity and sobriety in making decisions. Is she coming back because of true love, or just because of jealousy and the desire to possess? Seeing you with someone new can be the push that makes her remember old memories, but it doesn't always mean a serious desire to rebuild the relationship. Don't get caught up in the whirlwind of temporary emotions, but try to build relationships based on sincerity, mutual respect, and sustainable values. If you want to build a quality relationship, always focus on self-development, live honestly, and don't let short-term emotions dominate. The right person will come to you and appreciate your true worth, not just when they see you as valuable in the eyes of others. Number 5, become a man of courage. One of the reasons she might come back to you is because she needs help. This can stem from many deep psychological aspects related to the nature of people seeking support and security in times of trouble. Her coming back because she needs your help can be a clear manifestation of seeking a safe haven amidst life's events. The need to connect with others and seek support is considered an important factor for personal development and a sense of well-being. According to Maslow's hierarchy of needs, people not only need to satisfy basic needs, such as food and clothing, but also need a sense of belonging, security, and spiritual support. When she comes back because she needs help, She may be going through a difficult period, disoriented, and you are the one she feels she can rely on. This doesn't necessarily mean she loves you back. It just means you were once an important, trustworthy person in her life. Practical examples can be seen in everyday life. Imagine you and she once had a deep relationship, and in which you helped her overcome major challenges, such as changing jobs or facing family problems. In the moment her life is in crisis, she may come back to you because you have helped her in similar situations before. For example, she may need advice on a new job, emotional support in the face of loss, or even financial help during a difficult time. However, the important thing here is that you need to ask yourself, is helping her this time really what you want, and will it benefit both sides? Stoic philosophy encourages us to consider our dedication and kindness. Does it come from the heart or from emotional coercion? Don't let yourself be taken advantage of by other people's temporary needs if you feel this relationship is no longer satisfying and positive for yourself. In conclusion, her coming back because she needs help can be a sign of trust and connection between the two of you, but it also needs to be carefully evaluated. To build a quality relationship, it is not simply about supporting each other in difficult times, but also requires respect, understanding, and long-term commitment from both sides. Always ensure that the help you give does not harm yourself and aim to build a lasting relationship where both can grow and develop together. Number 6. Show your confidence. Life is full of surprises, and sometimes accidental encounters can change the landscape of a relationship. You may accidentally run into her at a mutual event, through friends or on social media. These reunions are not merely coincidences, but sometimes carry deeper implications. We cannot control chance encounters that can trigger repressed memories and emotions. This is called the emotional recall effect. When you meet again, she may recall the beautiful memories between the two of you, the feelings of love, joy, and happiness that she once had. This is what makes her want to try again, hoping to regain the lost feeling. Sometimes life takes us in big circles, only to realize that simple and familiar values are what really matter. The reunion can be an opportunity for both of you to understand yourself and each other better, but it is also a test to see if the relationship is really worth rebuilding from scratch. A practical example of this argument is meeting an ex at a mutual friend's wedding. This encounter can make both of you remember the time you were in love, and this sometimes leads to complicated feelings. Of course, meeting again doesn't always lead to getting back together, but it is a factor that makes both of you consider your feelings, which leads to her deciding to get back in touch. These accidental encounters raise unanswered questions, such as, are we missing something important? Or is this our second chance? In conclusion, what matters after reunions is not the immediate emotion, but how you and she face the past. You need to think carefully and soberly to assess whether you are both ready to overcome old obstacles and build a new relationship. Listen to your feelings, but don't forget to use reason to analyze the situation. Remember, life is a journey of learning and growing. You deserve quality relationships where both sides appreciate and love each other sincerely and do not need to depend on accidental reunions. If you can build a relationship on the foundation of understanding, respect, and true love, then surely it will be a worthwhile relationship. In life, emotions are very complex and unpredictable. When a woman wants to come back after leaving, it is important that you keep your mind clear and not let temporary emotions influence your decision. We need to be aware that her coming back does not mean that love has been revived naturally and completely. It may just be part of feelings of loneliness, regret, or just passing thoughts when she realizes your worth. So don't rush to accept, but use sobriety to re-evaluate everything. Before deciding to give her another chance, you need to look back at the old relationship and the problems that occurred. Are you both more mature and ready to face the challenges of the relationship more maturely? You need to ask yourself if the cracks of the past are really healed or are they just temporarily masked by the fleeting emotions of the moment of reunion? A relationship can only be sustainable when both learn from past mistakes, change together, and truly want to rebuild from scratch. If the old problems are still there, going back only prolongs the pain and frustration of both. To make a decision, ask yourself and her frank questions. Is she coming back because of true love, or just because of temporary emptiness and loneliness? Do you see signs of change from her, that she has learned from past mistakes? Do her actions reflect a seriousness and desire to make the relationship better? Observing carefully and thinking carefully before giving her a second chance will help you avoid rash decisions. Besides, the most important thing is that you need to listen to your own feelings. Don't try to force yourself to accept a relationship just for fear of being alone or because of pressure from those around you. You deserve a sincere love, a woman who truly cherishes and never wants to leave you, even in thought. If you feel uncomfortable, unsure about going back, stop and reflect. Don't let temporary emotions lead the way, but use both your heart and mind to make the best decision for yourself. Life is a long journey, and love is an important part of that journey. But to have true love, a lasting relationship, you need to be alert, self-aware, and understand each other. If you want to learn more about women's psychology, how to build a strong and meaningful relationship, don't hesitate to subscribe to my channel today. I will always accompany you on the path to conquer true happiness, helping you not only understand others better, but also understand yourself, thereby building sincere and lasting relationships.